All right, here we go. Azir. This is first pick in Azir, and we might take Ahri for a nuke. No Twisted Fates, no Olaf, just a bunch of top lane bans. I mean, why not run it back? Why not run it back with the... All right, so we're going to take the Maokai. And we're going to take... All right, we're going for back to the Xayah on the bot side.
The bot lane, Zeri, Rakan. Zeri's such a safe laner, you give a lot of freedom for the Rakan. Top lane.
Banning Darius. Banning Garen.
He's playing Gragas, he's playing Twisted Fate.
But that's even more of a problem because you don't know what he's going to play. He's got about 1 million champions up there. As we said, Twisted Fate's been played, but now we look at mid.
Where's the set ban, guys?
I haven't seen Hui in a little while. No. We had a brief stint in winter where it was very, or was it even the regular?
I mean, Hui, it has been an Azir counter pick before Azir was banned out of the meta. Disabled, and we are going to go for Volibear. Very strong. All right, strong top side here, potentially. Into the Renekton. Why would Brazil let LCS teams come to them? What do they have to gain? Money and exposure. And they may not have a choice, right? It just may tell them that that's how it's going to go. How can I put this? If you're a Brazilian team and you're selling sponsorships, those sponsorships are going to be based around a Brazilian audience. Now, if you can sell an audience like a logo patch that's going to be shown to Americans, you're going to get a much better deal. Brazilian, from a marketing perspective, Brazilians are worth nothing. No offense, Brazilians, but that's just, it just be like that. It's only a best of 3, so the next game wins. And as you said, for BDS on their other side, I mean, drafting a very BDS style composition. Yep, and it works for VCT. Getting a pentakill last game on the Zeri, out of nowhere, by the way. It just came through in the last game like, oh, Zeri moment. But also nuke.
It's funny because he was just at 2 kills. You know?
True.
He was just chilling, farming the whole game. The man has been very difficult to kill throughout this whole series. He only died once in the first game, and I don't actually think he died at all in the second. You know, people have praised him, but he is a very consistent AD carry, regardless of. Okay, ward on to red buff. They see Douglas's Volibear there. He passed back. So it is going to be, looks like full clears for both jungles as we head into this game. Yeah, I mean, they don't really have any damage with Maokai, Rakan, Zeri at level 2. He's pretty safe as a Nautilus. Quickly pops the passive, and due to the slow that gets applied in the CC, means that you take a lot of damage. Yep. And it's annoying to deal with. PTO trading back pretty effectively, though. It's very, very small lead for Nuke, but nothing too consequential.
God, he's doing well, though.
Yeah, getting push in this lane. Kind of. I do expect that against many Azirs. Control mages have the ability to just get that fast push just because Azir doesn't have the craziest wave clear compared to many other mages in the mid lane.
I mean, the Hui is not going to be under much late game threat as long as they can properly mark the Aatrox. The scary thing, I think, if your Vitality, is that Hui is just going to be dealing infinity damage from the backline, and you don't really have a good way to get back there onto him. And if you try and not ult him, then you don't have not ult for the Zeri, which is a bigger problem because Zeri can all in you with ult.
Nicely done, dice out, but he has to flash. Good gank from Douglas. That's a summoner out of the Renekton. Nicely done, dice out, but he has to... Adam going to step up, slice and dice. Oh, it's a bait in. Nicely done, dice out, but he has to flash. Good gank from Douglas.
All right.
That's a summoner out of the Renekton, and that opens up Photon.
Nice to get the flash out. Photon's going to slow push this one in.
Based on his early pathing, suggested that they were concerned about the invade on bot, but after they actually moved back into their jungle and cleared Gromp, they should have expected that Volley wasn't going to be in the area threatening any sort of bot lane dive, meaning they should have anticipated Douglas hovering around the top, but I guess Adam wasn't really prepared for that lane gank. And they got a summoner spell out from him. Small advantage gained, but the real advantage is in this bot lane. Kazi and Hilly trading very nicely.
True.
build themselves a bit of a gold lead. Look, I mean, that's 250 gold already. Very close to a kill, so credit to them. They do very well. Of course, Grubs and Dragon are on the board. You can see a ward drop from BDS onto the Grubs. Suspicious of Douglas looking to start them early. Volibear, a pretty good champion at clearing those out thanks to his passive. Hilly.
Already moving.
Roaming top.
What a surprise. Where's Douglas? He's far behind because Douglas is on his Raptors moving up towards topside now. Hilly's being patient and waiting for that sync up. Sharon Lebrov doing the same thing, but it's more towards bot lane as Nuke has just used his TP towards mid. Waiting to see if anything comes of Hylissang making this early movement. The answer for now is no. He's going to go back towards his bottom side and Douglas goes up towards top and no one looking seriously.
Do we have a format for the Esports World Cup already? No, we do not.
Lanes just continue to play out. Hilly will get spotted here by Control Ward. Share might even think of starting this bot side as the wave's pushed out. Nuke's also here with level 6. That also helps.
Photon, one more creep to get that level 6 secured. Never mind, 2 more creeps to get that level 6 secured.
Close. Dredgeline's out though. Does connect onto Ice. Response from Lebrov. Kazi with a nice side step backwards. Dragon still being done here by BDS. It's going to be an average trade. Average Joe blow. Douglas in the top side getting his grubs in the meantime.
This will be BDS's first Dragon of the series. So far, Vitality have done a good job of controlling that objective. Admittedly, though, Vitality have been finding some very... Let's not forget, in Game 2, at this point in the game, the Tristan...
Alright, we're just cross-mapping. Volibear going to try and put pressure on top side, because Adam still has flash down.
In Game 2, at this point in the game,
What is Hylissang doing?
Tristana had a 1.4k gold lead.
Now, he knows that Sheo is there, because Sheo literally just killed Drake.
So, there is a slight difference in the pacing of this early game.
And Ice just pops over the wall. Hylissang dies for literally no reason. Oh, no, he uses flash for literally no reason. Just kidding. Oh, no, he dies, because now he doesn't have flash. Hilarious. Ward also dies, so he doesn't even keep the ward.
BDS have the numbers advantage. They punish Hilly for overstepping in the bot lane. Jungler is nowhere close from Vitality to offer that support. And the idea was good, Hilly, flashing over the wall to get away to safety, creating space between the 3 members, but of course Nuke then gets the collapse.
I mean, I don't know, guys. Like, he just knows that the Drake was just taken.
I mean, what else is there really to add? I mean, just a big mistake, I feel, from Hilly. Trying to contest vision here with the numbers advantage, and nice collapse from Nuke. Converts into an easy kill. First blood.
Whatever. Just the Hylissang moment.
First blood over to Huawei. Great start for BDS. Probably exactly where you want it to go. And as we see the trade, I think you and I are just kind of getting under wraps that this is the slowest game we've experienced today.
Correct.
And it's weird.
I mean, this Vitality team would actually be pretty good if they didn't randomly get caught out 24/7.
Millhouse run away from the FBI. Don't ask.
Yeah, what reference?
A lot of the big name teams like C9 left Apex Legends at the beginning of the year are starting to sign players again, coincidentally before Esports World Cup in Riyadh. Wow, how weird.
What show is this?
Hey guys, I wonder if Cloud9 is one of those 20 partnered teams.
I don't know. You
I wonder if Team Liquid is one of those 20 partnered teams that the Saudis are making.
Could be the weird
Huh.
question I asked next.
I wonder if those could be 2 of the partnered teams.
Listening to the casters. 4 people down on the bottom turret, though. I mean, it just opens up for Kazi to take away almost a second bit of plating.
I wonder if Vitality is one of them as they're signing StarCraft 2 players. That'd be really crazy.
There we go.
Are Apex players expensive to sign? No, they're not. But these orgs in esports winter are not making choices about even spending small amounts of money unless they're going to get it back somewhere. And they're getting it back from the Saudis. All of a sudden, TSM makes a return. No, actually, TSM is irrelevant on the world stage. They don't have enough, they don't have enough teams.
many times. Do I remember?
So there's not really a point if you're the Saudis in partnering with TSM because all they have is an Apex team.
The beginning of every
And they haven't been able to field a League team or any other teams. Their CS team is shit.
Adam, wait.
I don't think he can kill it.
No. But wait. Just
So why would you do that? Like, Liquid has a bunch of teams, right? C9 has a bunch of teams.
still stops it. Where's the next wave? It's coming in. Photon will clear
Whereas TSM, they're just not in league anymore. No, you know, they're going to come back. They keep promising that they're going to come back, even as all their esports staff leave.
Thank you.
They're definitely coming back, though.
Culture references. Do you want to know?
I know it is ethically wrong to do so, but can you blame them if there is no money?
I don't know if he can contest.
Of course you can.
He's a police officer. He can do whatever he wants.
You have a choice. You don't. You actually just don't have to take that money, guys.
Walk away from that. Okay, fair enough. Pokes his nose in, has a sniff about, decides he doesn't want to run the risk.
Can you explain the ancient meme of scumbag Jat? Yeah, sure. So WCG was a nations-based competition, and WCG was run by Samsung and was for many years the premier like esports competition in the West. So, but you played like the Olympics according to your country. And so in the early days of LoL, now it was like the biggest tournament in Warcraft 3. It was a pretty big tournament in StarCraft as well, and Counter-Strike. And so when League of Legends in like 2010 or 2011 was doing WCG, was part of the WCG circuit, Jat, who is both Canadian and American, the short answer is tried to play on both the Canadian and American rosters. And so people called him Scumbag Jat.
That's not the main point. Did you know that there has
That's where that comes from.
daylight savings time, and in the middle you have
That's the short version.
I know. It's very rare.
And then the north and the south have different daylight savings times.
I know. Yeah. South Australia's at half past. Good flash away from Nuke. Pause on that.
And he still gets really butthurt if you mention it. And it's very funny. Mega Bonk 5K. Thank you for your tier 1 sub.
Pass for a time zone. It's weird.
It's super weird.
It's so weird. And like Sydney and Western Australia are 3 hours apart, by the way, at times. So
Oh, that's an ult on the
spiraling
VTO.
despair. Yeah, Video might be dead, but he shuffles out. Good job, avoids the passive, because all about these grubs we're fighting now. Nature's grasp out from Sheo, the flash. Commit onto Adam. He's
All right. So
pass for a time zone. It's weird.
It's
Adam has the flash up this time. Sheo's coming in.
3 hours
Vitality is here, trying desperately to take these grubs. They want the 6 grubs.
shuffles out. Good job, avoids the passive, because all about these grubs we're fighting now.
And BDS
The flash. Commit onto Adam.
gonna come in, kind of waste the Maokai ult because Adam still dies. Douglas uses ult here. Labrov is here though. Photon's ult times out.
Photon has everything, but doesn't land.
Hillsang's here. All right. That's actually a nice flash route right there.
Says, I'm gonna flash on Sheo.
And ult.
Re-engage. AoE heaven from Nuke though. Photon gets a kill.
Not bad. All right, not bad for Vitality. Pretty poor use of abilities though. Sheo wasted ult there.
What just happened?
It ultimately ends in a 2 for 2, well, 2 for 1 in favor of Vitality. Oh! He executes Douglas on the
Can you explain why Dash got fucked by LCS? I mean, nobody really knows. They just stopped using him. Probably because he was expensive.
Nuke gets zoned away. Sorry, VTO gets zoned away by Nuke, but they catch Adam off in a 2 versus 1.
It's a shame they really kind of wasted Volibear and Aatrox ult here. Photon actually flashes in for this. It's a good flash by Hillsang though, so they can focus Sheo. Guess a not ult onto him too.
But they're all stacked up, which means so much value from the passive of Nuke is gained. He does a lot of damage to get a kill back at least. Now, Douglas,
I mean, it's all right. Only Hillsang died. Trading Hillsang for Sheo right there is not terrible.
but then the QW lands and gets an execute.
And we come back to live and Video's almost dead. So Nuke is putting on work. I mean,
Wait,
he got
Labrov?
the first blood. Now we're gonna see, yeah. Labrov-
Gotta clip that Dash story or the Jat story for the shorts. Nah, it just pisses Jat off.
'Cause Nuke is there.
It wasn't that big of a deal, honestly. It's only it's only funny to me because it still makes Jat angry.
And Vitality gets started up again.
So, you know, that makes it amusing to me. But, you know, I don't really see a need to antagonize him.
Wait, no, he's not. Nuke is gonna get the fear here. Dragon does go down to Vitality in the end. Turns into another fight. Yeah! Let's go! We're fighting again. Kazi ultis out as Photon
Uh-oh.
joined in on the fun. And if you want to go pound for
Douglas didn't hit the damage into the back line. They still get Labrov, though. All right, Vitality doing okay?
As a double kill goes over to Video. The severing bolt doesn't connect on Nuke, who tries to play his range again.
Woof, that was close. That was close to a big Zeri play.
He's out. Vitality, they built the pit.
That they did. Great call.
Even after all this time?
Vitality find another 3 kills.
Jet is a very petty person.
Secure the dragon as well. They balloon the gold lead to 2K. And a
So
very
yes,
nice
is the
fight
answer.
overall.
He's a sensitive soul.
Replay, crucial to keep an eye on positioning because a lot was used to try and keep VTO out of the fight. It starts off with Lebrov losing so much of his HP, which means that one of the initiation tools from BDS no longer can get involved in the fight as much as he would like to. The objective is started off. Look at the bot lane. Easy access from Kazi, but that's one ulti used onto VTO.
Sheo's Maokai ultis are fucking terrible. Like, what the fuck is this Maokai ult? He's like, he like looks at this Drake and he's like, VTO must die. Also, VTO should, I don't understand. He actually walked in to get hit by that. He literally could have avoided that, but he decided to get rooted for funsies.
Good damage onto VTO, but then Kazi gets to unleash nice sidestep on the knockup. Throws the ultimate out early, and while good damage comes out from Nuke on the back end, it's not enough to really threaten Kazi. Again, nice sidestep from the lightning bolt. While Photon and VTO get the kill onto Adam in the top side.
Look at the stress.
Did you see LS going on and on about systems after C9 lost? I mean, they got rid of him and still won LCS, so tells you what you need to know. I like LS, but Cloud9 has been a historically successful org, and Cloud9 has repeatedly made very big decisions and big ball decisions, such as benching their starting lineup and then going to semifinals of Worlds, getting rid of LS after a couple of weeks and still bouncing back and winning LCS. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this. C9 knows what the fuck they're doing. Historically, when they have been underperforming, they figure it out, make adjustments, and then do well again. So let's just see what happens. I bet you they fix some shit.
Yeah, it's just kind of the scaling advantage that the Aatrox has. Eventually gets to a point in the matchup where he just starts winning and is going to offer so much value in these fights. It's one of the scary things that when Nuke or Ice doesn't have flash.
Will we ever get the full story of the LS firing? No, because Jack doesn't like drama. I think people's minds would change somewhat if they could hear Jack's side of it. That's my take. But Jack doesn't get, he'd just rather move on with his existence, which is fair. And especially now, there's no reason to dig it all up, in my opinion.
Meanwhile, Herald mid. This is going to be another charge mid as well. Inner turret might not drop, but at the very least, Vitality get a turret, get a kill. Open up.
Do you think C9 changes the upcoming split include roster changes? Probably.
They don't want to give BDS an opportunity to scale.
Not like last game, right?
Exactly. They don't want to slow the pressure down. They're unlocking more out of towers. Bot is going to quickly follow.
He was saying the systems were objectively bad, but won't say why.
Incredibly strong.
Okay, then. I mean, this whole thing sounds stupid.
Can turn their attention to this final outer tower in the top lane. Resets are going to come through. Buys are going to be completed.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see the Zion.
I think the real question is, why does LS care so much? He made a bunch of money from Cloud9. Didn't they pay for his, like, visa in Korea and shit?
I hold my breath. VTO looks like he's actually pathing towards bot. All right, fair enough. Looks like they're going to keep the lane assignments, but I think crucially you want to move your AD carry towards mid, just because he's so good at being able to gain control over the mid wave on this Zaya.
It was a deposit. I mean, that's a huge amount of money.
Depending on where they want to invest that vision. Dragon spawning in about 40 seconds. I talked about that top outer tower. This is likely to be their next objective focus instead. The next wave they'll fight for once again as Photon continues to pressure top. He has TP.
But whatever. I think the whole thing's dumb and probably should give up on it. I mean, it doesn't even seem like it was that bad. It's not like LS's life was ruined or anything, guys. He got a fat payday, worked for a couple of weeks, and then went back to Korea and started making content again. The guy's a millionaire. Who cares? He wasn't hard done by C9. I like LS just fine. Doesn't mean I don't have my own information about the situation and my own ideas about it. I just don't think he was screwed over. That's it. Man, Photon is dodging out of this. Look at that. Beautiful micro around the Maokai ult. Gets feared by Hui, but still able to get in there. Man, Photon's good. Really well played by Photon there.
Such a good flank TP from Photon. BDS were caught completely unawares. I mean, I was caught off guard as well, and I can see everything. Such a nice flank. Sorry, that is true.
It's actually crazy how far Vitality has been ahead in some of these games.
The TP catches them completely by surprise. Look at the positioning of Zeri, still catching that mid-wave.
Forces the flash. Man, Photon plays as well. Forces Nook's flash. Able to re-engage. Dodges the Maokai ult. Just absolutely smashing everybody in this fight. Oh.
Can you imagine a giant bear that brings lightning? A guy who's killed many people with a giant sword, demon wings, versus Bob Ross. Just not a very fair matchup. And Nuke, as you said, I mean, that flash is now down yet again. How potent those ganks, those angles, those pick plays are from Vitality when Nuke has no summoner to spare. Photon, by the way, going to finally pick up this turret because he TP'd for it before. Nuke at least getting some objective bounty, but for BDS, now we have to find out how they can slow the game down again, Vedius.
That's what they're looking to do.
Because, I mean, last game, they did it really well. They set up Zeri for success. We could argue that they had a little bit more tools to work with, something like the Gragas, you know, maybe a healthier front line, but I don't know. I mean, Vitality, they're not slowing down right now. All side lanes under threat apart from bot.
We take a second, take a breath.
Okay, sure.
Vitality have obviously exploded the game wide open. Photon finds himself with a 2.2k gold match.
Such a huge lead for Vitality.
And it's something the BDS are going to have to try and find a solution.
His Aatrox is just... I mean, I knew I said it was going to be hard for Aatrox to get into the back line, but, you know, he's really scary right now with that Profane Hydra. And if he gets a flank off, he can just one-shot nuke.
Because last game we did see
And it's hard to mark him when he's so far ahead, because he can 1v1 anybody you send to intercept him.
They think they can kill it fast enough. If they had been able to, they could have gotten away. Trade top laner for Baron. Didn't work out. This time, though, they probably don't. If you send 3 members to go and kill this Aatrox, I question if you would succeed at this point in the game at the very least. Now, this Zeri is getting online quite quickly. 2 items finished. So, something that Vitality will still have to respect. But for now, Vitality just kind of playing the patient game. Figuring out their plan of what objective they want to play for next. Resets have come through, Vision restocked. Everyone's making their way back out onto the map. We see VTO in control of the bot lane. Gonna start pushing that one out. Topside jungle slowly starting to get cleared out. That one ward not spotted by Vitality's control ward to the left of Baron.
On the edge of it, isn't it?
Which means that BDS will always have information of this. But it's just fight for the vision around the topside jungle for now.
I'm just still worried, Vedius, you know.
What are you worried about, Brent?
A bit of trauma from last game, you know, from BDS again. As you said, I like that you mentioned, you know, Vitality, thinking about what their next move is. Spiraling Despair there, good damage. Nuke is another member who, as items come on board, we kind of have to watch out for as well. You know, BDS...
All right.
It's the trauma of seeing one team fight.
Vitality really trying to push this Baron, but they're not actually starting it, so they're not forcing anything. They're not forcing TPs. Azir's playing very far away from way in the bot side. By the way, guys, you actually do, in fact, have to do something in this scenario. Like, you've pushed up, you have total vision control. You know, you're waiting far back to play for TP. Like, shouldn't you start the Baron? Or dive a turret?
Not only last game, but through spring regular season, through winter especially, I think.
Hillsang just face checking a brush. He sees Adam in topside.
Forward. Has he been caught out as he flashes? They're using a little bit to get him, but Dredgeline.
All right, well, what was the point of getting all of that vision?
Bravo look for another knockup. He's dead. This is
What
I'm
the
talking
fuck?
about. This is why I have trauma. BDS now numbers advantage.
Very happy you're still making content. Just found this Twitch. Ah, well, welcome.
Do they start it though, Betty? Do they feel confident enough, or they just
It's
clear
still
vision?
a risky barrier.
You can find my YouTube channel too.
Timer is not that long.
Been making plenty of content over the last couple of months.
He's going to be fine. Ultimately, an overstep from Hilly. The rest of his team weren't ready for a fight.
Yeah.
So he loses his life. BDS throwing the ultimate down to gain control over this tower.
Nicely done. Flash away from BDO as well. Flash for an Azir, a big tool is objective bounty mid about to be
Already
captured,
subscribed.
and
Nice.
Down it goes. Shared through the team as Photon going to be tagged out. Ice not fully committing though. BDS very healthy.
When can we get that OnlyFans though?
Threatening this area.
BDS can move into
This
the
summer.
cover and clear all this
It's gonna be a hot dad summer, guys.
potential for a TP flag. Our observers highlighting it for us.
Another one there.
My exercise regimen is going well.
TP flag.
But BDS see that. Remember on control wards, you do see the teleport. So Photon spotted out and Twisted Band's going to be taken. But what can he get? Worldender available with flash as well. Lemrov coming to help out. He just waits the gank as Douglas comes on through and makes a reality. Adam jumps.
All right.
Twisted Band's going to be taken. But what can he get? Worldender available with flash as
Sheo has no ultimate
Loses his life. Kazi is the one that needs to be careful.
because he used it here in this mid skirmish.
Overstep from Hilly. The rest of his team weren't ready for a fight.
Yeah.
So he loses his
Sheo's
life.
Maokai
BDS
ults
throwing the ultimate
are
down to gain control over this
not
tower.
good. I guess he did force a flash from VTO. They did zone it out, so they got a bounty on the mid turret. Okay. Hillsang now back up, but now you actually just don't have Maokai ult right here.
BDS, oh, nice. TP flag.
It's a good play by Photon because he realizes that Sheo doesn't have ult. Oh, Douglas hit nobody, and now he's behind the Azir wall. Unfortunate. And that is very unfortunate, guys. That was a very unfortunate Azir ult. Oh, God. Because you want to go in on this, right? And they're all there, and so you push him, but he flashes out, and now you're all stuck in the choke point, and you actually just... You're actually just going around and around in circles, and Zeri's killing you. Oh my god, dude, that Azir wall. Holy shit, they all just group up for this. It's like the freest Zeri play of all time. Look at this. They can't get past this. They're all just stuck in this choke point on top of Hui Slow. Why does Volley not ult the other way? Because he's trying to ult on top of Renekton, but Adam flashes it. But Hillsang gets stuck too. I mean, really, they CC'd themselves in the choke point. Photon just trolled going for that play? No, I don't think so. I mean, Sheo is trying to make a play here because he thinks he can actually just push this play forward, right? Now, here's the mistake. As soon as you get rid of Sheo there, you just play for vision, right? You don't just pile in. His pursuit is really the problem here. But I mean, look what a dream this is for Ice. He actually just flashes forward. I think the TP is fine, but going for Sheo, continuing through the tri-brush was just too much. Karzi had to flash ult in. I mean, he didn't flash. He flashes at the end, trying to get ice, because he has vision of him in the brush. Yeah, the TP was fine, but you need to just get control of river in that case. And also, guys, there's no real reason to do this, because here's the thing. If you're going to get the Drake coming up. So if you are pushing them out, all of a sudden you can actually just go back into the bot side and get control of Drake. So you're fine. Like, you're just creating pressure here. It's going into this choke point, and then, I mean, that Azir really fucked them up. Karzi also isn't doing damage for a lot of the first part of this fight, and his E doesn't actually root anybody there either. Because he's over the wall. He's not in ideal positioning, right? So he tries to set this up. He gets some feathers down, he ults, but when he pulls back, he doesn't actually stop anybody. He doesn't root anybody. But you don't pursue through that tri-brush. I think the TB's okay, but the rest of the play, because you have to just look at what are the outcomes of this, right? If you win this fight, yeah, you get Baron. But if you lose this fight, you lose Baron. But if you just push them out, then you can double back and get to Soul Point. So that's what you do there. You don't commit. You don't full send it. He's going to hit his entire team and zone Karzi if he doesn't flash into Karzi there. It is true that he flashes with the Spiraling Despair onto him, which does a lot of damage to Karzi, in addition to the Severing Bolt. So that's true. He probably should have just died there. But I still think objectively that is the wrong play to do, especially when we also just got... the real play is to TP in for control of river, and then to see maybe if you can actually go for the Baron, or force them into a re-engage, or just, I mean, go for Soul Point. Going for Soul Point is actually the call, I think. The correct call. But he shouldn't have flashed at the end, yes. I agree with that.
Vitality overcommits to the flank. The TP in the idea makes sense, but Sheo plays it well. W into knockback, the slow is applied, he creates space.
He'll saying can't hit a Q because nobody's there.
Of the Zeri and the Hwei, completely safe on the back line. A great ultimate is going to come through from Nuke, forcing Photon to flash away. Still he loses his life, and then Zeri can join the fight. Now Karzi nearly turns this whole fight around.
Yeah, if Karzi had not been... I mean, Karzi's ult wasn't good and his E wasn't good, but if he hadn't been hit by the Hwei ults, maybe he cleans that up anyway.
And BDS win out on the fight. The over-aggression from Vitality is once again punished, and BDS find themselves in the driving seat once more.
And when Ice has himself some gold, he has been a reliable carry.
How was Baron a bounty there? Because the bounty hadn't fallen off yet after they got all the kills and gold back, so now they just have a gold lead.
He has been a reliable carry. Once again, 3 items, folks. Got to mention it to you. Nuke as well after we see this Red Bull Baron power play disappear. Let's have a look. 3 items. Oh, hooly dooly. That is an issue. It was a kids band like the Wiggles. You know,
If Vitality goes for Soul Point, do you just trade with Baron? No, they wouldn't get Baron. You get vision control. You can actually just send probably 1 person to the Drake right there, or 2 people to the Drake, and then keep eyes on the Baron, and they can't do it. They'll lose all their vision in the river. really, I think you just make that play for Soul Point and Vision and just play a slower game. You have a big lead, so what's the point in, like... That's the thing about Vitalities. They're just overplaying their leads. They could just play more conservatively and just kind of take iterative advantages, but they're not. They're going for the haymaker and then just knocking themselves out in the process, even though they have very big leads.
Along with a kill to boot, removing one of those Barons, just a misplay from Nuke. He did not respect.
Like, you could easily, I think, just send a Azir Volibear, or even just a Azir to that Drake. Like, Sheo's not going to make his way back there from the top side in time.
Finds himself at level 14, a full level behind Ice though. The itemization is clear. A 2k gold advantage in favor of the Zeri is something scary.
Yeah, you don't have to 5-mana Ocean Drake. That's not necessary.
Not looking all that world ending
Especially when they're zoned out.
for.
He's a world midi at the moment, isn't he? Photon coming in though. Wait. Maybe he could end it. Onto Ice. He's in a pretty good angle. He needs to go into that set world.
All right, they're trying to do this. They're trying to pin down Ice desperately. I mean, they get him.
Fight again in a choke. Quickness is there. Video hasn't joined in. Now shoves through, but it's a good one.
Oh, God.
Like it's already done. Video wasn't there. He wasn't there. Has another penta in. Wait, maybe he could.
We're never going to know what Hui did because this is just visual vomit, right?
A pretty good angle.
But they spend basically everything to kill Ice. There's the ultimate from Nautilus. They're just putting Ice in the bounce house right there.
Hasn't joined in. Now shoves through.
I have no idea what... I see the mini Rumble ult here.
Now shoves
He puts that down. It does a bunch of damage.
feels like it's already done. Video wasn't there. He won, but the fight feels like it's already done. Hasn't joined in. Wait, maybe he could end it. Onto Ice, he's in a pretty good angle. He needs to go into that set world ender as well.
All right, it's funny because he actually just TPs directly into the center of the fight. Looks like he mostly just cleans this one up, though.
It's a good one, but the fight feels like it's already done.
Way passive wrecked Vitality. Yeah, looks like it.
He wasn't there. Has another penta. You have to be joking. Nuke is Bob.
Yeah, the crushing maw in the mini Rumble ult is what he did that I saw.
Beautiful picture as BDS find themselves their second penta of the series. 9 kills.
Yeah, they take a bazillion damage from Renekton ult, Renekton Qs, and Hui AoE, though. I mean, look at that Renekton Q right there. I mean, the Renekton is doing so much work in this situation. Sheo also gets a big Q.
Joined in. Now shoves through, but it's a good one, but the fight feels like it's already done. Video wasn't there. He wasn't there.
Yeah, Vito not being there is pretty huge, too.
Joking. Nuke is Bob Ross. I can see that set world ender as well, but at half HP, the fight again. Well, midi at the moment, isn't he? Photon coming in though. Wait. Maybe he could end it. Onto Ice, he's in a pretty good angle. He needs to go into that set world ender as well, but at half
Karzi is also playing super aggressively, and Sheo and Labrov get on top of him.
quickness is there. Video hasn't joined in.
Karzi dies because he basically just walks into a Maokai and a Rakan. Like, he needed not to use his ult right there to try and get kills. He needed just to shoot from the outside. That was bad.
Picture as BDS
Yeah, Karzi using ulti offensively killed him twice. Yeah, last fight too.
9 kills for Nuke.
He didn't even hit anybody with it last fight. That time he hit somebody, but there was just too much AoE and he's walking up. I mean, you just can't walk into a death ball with Rakan, Renekton, Maokai like this.
And without a flash, there's nowhere for him to go. Good ulti from Hilly. A good ulti from
I mean, look at this. They just fucking charm him, root him,
TP in from Nuke. A massive one.
Renekton Q, and then he just get that. What I think what pulls them in like that is the crushing maw from Hui.
My words.
And he's just on top of all that AoE damage too from the Rumble ult.
The passive doing so much damage as well. He wasn't even expecting that himself.
Molten Fissure. Thank you, Medic. That's right.
Elated off of that performance. Just when Vitality think they found a window.
It's so crazy Vitality lose these games.
shuts them down. Mejai is picked up now for the mid laner of BDS.
for BD and Ocean.
Lands on the upcoming Dragon fight. The question is, can Vitality really fight this? Their positioning is not great. BDS have full control over the river and have even gained access into the enemy jungle. Hilly forced a face check, but BTO has to be so careful here.
They know that Douglas is top. I think he was spotted out. Ice got that info around. Kazi now mid, meeting with his enemy AD carry. Adam comes in as well. Remember, as Betty has said, that dominance not too far.
It's so wild Vitality lose this.
Soon.
The level of, like, throws and getting picked off,
Vitality, it looks
damn.
threatened on the Baron spawn. That's coming in 55 seconds. It's not going to link up with Dragon, about 30, 35 away from each other. But it is something that if Dragon is halted, could be an equal threat for Vitality.
Vitality right now are not too upset about that. Of course, they'd love
Vitality
to
hilariously did get the Drake in the end.
was not optimal. They're going to trade it for a top tier 2. But also crucially,
What happened to Quickshot? He was a great caster. Watch the episode of Summoning Insight about it.
I would say no.
It's like 2 episodes ago.
From BDS, it is so
We talk a lot about what happened.
if you're the one to start it, the Baron,
He got riot gamed basically.
instead they're just
You know, after all of these years of people getting rioted, you would think that people would learn that you're going to get rioted, but they never do. They think, I'm not going to be the one to get demanned or Monte'd or dashed or now quick-shotted. It's not going to be me, but there's always another one.
The basis, Betty has said before, vision was taken away. BDS moving as a group, but remember, in a choke, if Vitality group up again, you have to be worried about Nuke. You also have to be worried about the Zeri that has AoE with autos with that ulti as well.
Kazi first on the wave, looking to try and clear that one out. Ice definitely not as
Well, I know my days are numbered. No, Medic is smart. He understands the game that he's playing.
Billy looking for a play in mid, won't be able
He's a realist.
BDS desperately trying to fight their way in, but they've got the vision they need. You can see it just
Riot comes for everyone at some point in time.
highlighting it for us that they see what they need to see.
The spiked dildo of Damocles is just dangling in front of Uranus.
They control both mid and that choke point, and they've been able
That's the Riot Games experience.
It's a very tense moment. The gold really insignificant at this point. It's all about those items.
I hope Brennan's Sideshow don't get rioted. Oh, they will.
Advantage on the
Don't worry.
numbers that matter most.
Everybody gets rioted in the end. You either lose or you either leave yourself or you get rioted.
Have their flashes available.
And Seeker's armor guard for Nuke as well. So stasis is there, buys more time. It's worth mentioning considering
Shangara's got rioted. Yes, he did.
targets was so important.
DDK got rioted. They're already rioting people in Valorant.
Folks, when Vitality and BDS are fighting to be top 3, to give themselves a real good running for MSI, a good chance, it would be such an achievement for Vitality, wouldn't it?
Certainly would. Again, Vitality, spring of last year was when we last saw them in the upper bracket, and it was against BDS, who they ended up falling short to. Vitality have both their carries a little isolated here, but they are fine. Lebrov was looking for a flank angle. We'll just use this opportunity to drop a ward that's been spotted out. Photon has push over mid. BDS get control around the Baron. Observers showing us how little Vitality...
I didn't know Dash got rioted. I thought he just left. No, he got rioted.
It's available, though.
They just decided after 10 years that they were done with him.
Ability. It's just a dance around the Baron. The question is who's going to start.
Pretty sure Dash doesn't like having no money.
Vitality do not want to be the ones to start it.
Yep.
There are pros and cons to being first on an objective. One advantage of starting an objective is you force the enemy to walk into you. The disadvantage
With the rise of co-streamers, I expect a lot more rioting. Yes, you should, Medic.
enemy team. And
Sadly,
in a pretty uncomfortable
your value has gone down.
Behind the Baron into an encroached space, MR debuff for the Hui.
Casters are now just another budget line item that will get cut because they've got people who, like Cadril, who will do it for free.
This game reaching its pinnacle now is BDS again. I said before, Vitality to get top 3 would be incredible. BDS, it would be another nice security.
You mean I can't compete with someone who does it for free? Madness. I know, it's crazy.
team.
They just spotted out a base. Vitality spotted out someone basing, and now they're going to
Hang on.
force this.
I mean, TP coming through. It'll go down quick.
Here we
Vitality
go.
trying to punish a mistake. Shale ulti's in at 4K. The steal. He gets
Oh my god, really?
Force this.
I mean, TP coming through. It'll go down quick.
Here we
Vitality
go.
trying to punish a
I can't believe it, guys. The second one that gets stolen. So Lebrov gets the first because Sheo smites it. All right. He literally Q flashes, guys. Look at this. He starts his Q animation. It's a good steal. All right. Credit to him. He actually didn't need the Q flash right there because the damage didn't come in. He actually smites it. Pretty sure he smites it beforehand. Yeah. He smites it beforehand, but it's a good ult.
Spotted out a base. Vitality spotted out someone basing, and now they're going to force this.
Lol, Sheo. But look, Sheo plays this super well, by the way. He literally just ulties in, Q flashes, and then steals it with smite. So you can see him start the Q animation, which is the Maokai, you know, putting his arm up over his head to smash into the ground. And then he flashes, and then he just smite steals it. The Q doesn't hit, but it doesn't matter. It looked cool. Wow, BDS is so fraudulent, actually, for this series. Oh, Vitality. Ah, the French.
Clean ace, and with the Nexus in their eyes, BDS are looking to take the series.
What a feeling for Vitality after coming this far. The mistake not punished, instead a mistake of its own. BDS will return to the top 3. Vitality will have to make another round, but hell, it's winter all over again, isn't it? It was just a harder run.
Ah, the French. Technically Belgian, but whatever. They speak French.